Jump in the game, let's take a ride. Features gaming, it's time to vibe. From London town to the Roblox scene, he's the master of the gaming dream. Roblox gameplay, F1 racing, with content so amazing. But he's got a game that's one of a kind. It's SEO, the train game. We rewind. All aboard, we're heading down the track. The features gaming, there's no looking back. Roblox adventures, he takes us far and wide. Join the fun, hop on for the ride.
Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel, and today, as you can see, we are going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 back on ETS2. Now, there was going to be a short, I'd say, hour where I thought that this stream wasn't going to be possible. Basically, my game just started crashing every time I launched it, and I don't know why. It's working now, thankfully, but yeah, there was a slight concern for about an hour that this stream wasn't going to be happening, but it's working now. I'm finally on it. I know you guys can't see it at the moment, but what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to take a nice drive around the Winter Wonderland as a farewell, because this is going to be the final stream where we can actually go into the island, you know, as in properly in World of Trucks. So we're just going to have a nice farewell drive around there, and basically just drive around and just see some of the views, basically. So that is the plan. We're on the single player version, obviously, of ETS2. I'll just do this in single player, and we're just going to drive around and yeah, just check out some of the things. So we are obviously on the game, as you can see. I am aware there is a new update on Smoothie Fracture Token. We actually did check it out in yesterday's stream, so make sure you go ahead and check that one out. Obviously, of the new Mercury update, so we did check that out. Let me just go ahead and up the brightness of my iPad screen so I can actually read the chat. And let me just double check that everything is set as well on my settings. Yeah, that's exactly what it needs to be. Perfect. So hello everyone in the chat, how are you doing? Hello Coco Mentos, hello Sozip, hello SWT, Bennett. However you say the other person as well, how are you doing? Is there any other way that I can get it? T. I'm just going to call you T. Mr. Baconburn as well. How are you doing? Hello, Train Spotting Mainline. Mr. Baconburn, I think I literally just said hello to you as well, by the way. I think we saw Reese earlier as well. And everyone else as well. Ryan as well. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And Streamlabs as well. Welcome to Streamlabs. I mean, Streamlabs is here, you know, anyway, so I don't know. But yes, hello everyone, by the way. How is everyone? Thank you, by the way, Reese, for the donation. There we go. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. So the first thing that we actually need to do is select a job. So we're here in Bayonne, and yeah, we just need to take a quick job to even get to the Winter Wonderland, so we'll do that right now. And we'll get going. Let's also get the music on as well, shall we? There we go. That's too loud. Turn that right down. There we go. And let me get it on my phone as well, so I can check the songs if I want to. There we go. Yeah, I know you guys can't hear it on YouTube, but yeah. So this should be quite nice, because obviously in Saturday's stream, I changed some of my settings, and one of them was the anti-aliasing, and it's made it a whole lot easier, or a whole lot smoother when driving, which I like. The Roblox AI age notification says take action now. Yeah, I'm not doing it until I need to. Because honestly, I don't really use the chat. So, yeah, it's just really one less thing to worry about, to be honest. Until he needs it for supervising, exactly. Until then, I'm not really too concerned about that. Right, let's just set the waypoints to the snowflake as well. Where is the nearest snowflake? I think that one will just be easy to go to, so we'll set our waypoint to that one. Yes, I'm aware there's a new planet. We checked it out yesterday. That was close with the trailer there. Right, just pull out on me then, why don't you? Yes, BR tomorrow at 7:30. Also thought I would give you a quick update regarding XRS. Basically, I was in talks with a team that could have asked me to reserve, but apparently their main driver can now make it, so that offer is now no longer available. The other offer was from, coincidentally, Haas, as one of their drivers is not feeling the best today, but they think that they can race on Wednesday regardless. So currently I don't have a definite offer, but I am in talks with Red Bull. And it's just a little bit interesting how I raced for Aston Martin, that was a home team for Silverstone. I raced for Ferrari's home track of Monza. And if this offer does go through, then I could be racing for Red Bull at the Red Bull Ring, their home track. So yeah. I don't know if I will get the drive, but we'll just have to see what happens. But honestly, I kind of want to get back into XRS this season because I think I do have a really strong chance this season. But I don't know. There is a possibility, but it depends on many factors. So yes, XRS is a possible option for Wednesday, which is very stupid because I actually made the thumbnail today for it in case it did go through, and the fact that it couldn't be going through is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie, but you know, main drivers do take priority, so can't really fault that really. Yes, I have played it. I've literally said that about 5 times. I checked it out on yesterday's stream, so make sure you go ahead and check it out. If it doesn't go through, then you spent a lot of time on nothing. I mean, it doesn't take me long to make thumbnails, you know, for XRS. It honestly takes me maybe like 10 minutes. Because it's basically just a template that I use. And then I just, you know, change some of the text. You know, I change some of the wording, change some of the images as well for the BRB screen. Everything like that, basically. Do a live stream on it. I did. I streamed it yesterday. I'm going to use one of the auto tolls. On the planet itself, yeah. I streamed it yesterday. But of course, if the XRS stream, or if it isn't XRS on Wednesday, then it'll be a game of my choice, obviously. I wasn't going to race at Austria because I didn't think that it was one of my best tracks, but I did some driving on it yesterday and it actually felt okay with the new setup that I used. So yeah, thought might as well give it a go maybe if I get called up. And like I said, you know, if I am within a shot of potentially, you know, winning the championship this season, then I kind of do need to attend every round if I can. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a struggle for me until mid-season when I can probably look at getting, you know, like a proper full-time seat. But until that follows through, I don't have a seat. And I just have to solely rely on reserving for teams at the moment. Literally the 250 bus on the Humber Bridge. The what? How do you get to the Winter Wonderland? Well, we're about to approach it, so you need a profile you need a profile connected to World of Trucks, so you can participate in the event. And then when you look for jobs, you need to go to external contracts, not freight market, external contracts, and then look for Christmas-related deliveries. Okay, it's fairly easy to spot them. And then what you do is, after you have picked up and took the trailer, you need to go to one of these things. So if you open up your map, there is a lot of snowflakes located across the map. One of them that obviously we're coming up to. There's quite a few, depending where you are. There could only be one, or there could be multiple. And simply what you need to do is drive your truck into the snowflakes, turn off your engine, and then press the enter key. And you'll go into the event. So this is what we do. We go into the snowflakes, just like so. Stop roughly at the end. Turn off the engine, press the enter key, and you'll be teleported into the Winter Wonderland. Hey presto. And then yeah, you just drive. And yeah, this is going to be interesting because we turned off traction control and ABS, so this shall be interesting. And the physics are in this, you know, physics are different in this. In my personal opinion, it's worse than the physics mod. But it, you know, it makes it realistic, so, you know, can't fault it. But yeah, I wouldn't have the physics mod plus this. That is basically a recipe for disaster, that. Have I tried the new codes yet? There's only one new code, and yes, I did. So yeah, after we drop off this journey, we are literally just going to drive around this place and yeah, just have a bit of a chill time. I can get out before then. Yeah, we're just going to drive around a bit, explore some of the scenery. Did I try the obby? I completed the obby, yes. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as the Venus one. But yeah, we did race, and thank you for the kind compliment, obviously, anyway. And hope you had a wonderful Christmas yourself. I don't know why I love this song so much. Rain on Me, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. I don't know why I love it so much. Like, the beat is just nice. I don't know why. Did Lauren complete that wicked thing she got? She's still doing it. She's finished one of the colours. I think she's finished the first and second one. I don't know about any of the other ones, though. Did I say try the obby? Yes, I did. Honestly, this game is so smooth now. I'm really glad that I found that TAA thing. Because honestly, it's made this game so much more smoother. Can't go wrong with a bit of Ed Sheeran, can you? All I own. Yesterday was your birthday. Well, happy belated birthday. You liked the new planet? Awesome. It takes quite a while to do, though. I'll admit. Like, it takes me about 20 minutes to do it. But hopefully after a few more rebirths, it should be pretty good. I don't know if I want to explore this area at night time or if I want to do it in daytime. I don't know. Hello, Seb. You missed the Minecraft stream on Friday. What did I end up doing? Good point. What did we do? Oh yeah, we built a max beacon. And now we're just OP when we stand at our base. We have maximum, effects that you can get from a beacon infinitely at our base. I still need to fix that mob farm. I still need to do that, but I don't know what I want to do next though. Like, one thing is really get our chests organized, but that's just going to take ages to do. But I feel like it's necessary. Ooh, shall we drive on some ice after we finish this delivery? I think we should. 1 month until your birthday. Getting closer then. It was so icy today. We are expecting snow this week. Yeah, we actually got some snow last night. If you may or may not have seen the shore. And the photo on Discord earlier this morning as well. Well, and on YouTube as well, because I posted it on both. All of your snow is melted over. Yeah, most of ours is gone too. You know, I was actually looking at the snow yesterday and I was wondering what schools are going to be closed this morning. And then I woke up and saw the snow outside and I was just like, yeah, all schools are going to be open. Like, there's barely any snow. Like, if that was a school day for me, schools would have been open no matter what. We barely had snow days. Like, we had snow days. It had to be, like, really snowing for it. But the thing is now, is that they can actually be a bit more lenient with that, because if there is a snow day, you just got, you've got online, you've got online learning to do. You can just do it online. So, like, if there's literally a hint of snow, they can just close schools and do it online. So there's no actual real thing of snow days anymore. You feel like schools never close, even if it's a snowstorm. I can't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure that, like, it had to be like a certain level of snow in order for schools to shut. I remember once going into school, and I think it was a cold day, like it was quite frosty. But the school was shut, apparently, but we didn't know that until we got there. And the reason why it was shut is because the water wasn't working. So it's just like, well, we got to school now, what do we do? So we literally got there, went into the school, the taxis then went, and then we had to then immediately go back home. It was so stupid. You know, it was like, well, we're here now, what do we do? Wait, what have I done? Did I select another job? Very, oh, I didn't even know. No, I didn't. Okay, we're cool. Right, let's drive on some ice, shall we? How have you got that border, ES? That's cool. Yes, hello, how are you doing? We're driving on ice! Oh, we need some drifting on air. I really wish you could clutch kick on this. Come on! I wanted to spin the rears. Had a theme park, by the way. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Come on, what can we drift? Can we do like a figure eight? No, we can't. Almost. That, no. I knew that was going to be there. Do I have a trailer attached? No, I don't. That was fun. Big rocks. Yes, this is ice. Right, we need to get out of here if we want to explore more. I think there's an exit over here. Wait, there's just a Christmas tree. Just about. We didn't have to go slow forever, you know what, it's fine. I mean, it's not the best drifting display I've ever put on, but you know what, it's fine. Right, where should we go next? This looks like a flip waiting to happen. If I wasn't careful, then yeah. Let's take a drive down here, shall we? Yeah, back up. Well, semi-normal road, you know, normal roads. It's still icy. The rear's already slipping. Wow. That my wheels are just made of ice. Doing alright, how about you? I'm doing fine, thank you, and I'm glad to hear you're doing well. With 42 jar tokens. That's the day with the snow mod was madness, especially when you started lagging on the CD. That wasn't actually that bad. Oh, do we? Oh, let's go down there. Remember this. Wait, that's not the right road. Where's the right road? Oh, I like this song. Not there, but it's somewhere around here. Yeah, nice houses. It makes you stronger. Look at that. What are those Christmas trees? Why can't we have Christmas trees like that? Each house. Why can't we get Christmas trees like this? Well, yeah, we are, but we're just taking a drive around. Oh, lag. Are we still streaming? Okay, well, the game did crash that time. Interesting. Hopefully it's just a one-off. If it isn't and it crashes again, I'm ending the stream because honestly, I'm not even going to be bothered. Okay. But I'll give it I'll give it another chance to redeem itself. Yeah, it does, and I don't know why. Where even am I? Why am I all the way back here? Is it still showing all right? Yeah, it's showing. I've done shorter streams than this race. I can assure you that. Right, see you, SWT. Oh, what's a fitting song? It's called Crash. What a fitting song. classic song that was literally made for the Mr. Bean movie, and I'm not joking, it's in the credits. With you. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Should have seen that coming as well. With you. Na na na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Honestly, it's repeated words, but it's so catchy. I'm all the way back from McDonald's earlier, and I was almost involved in a head-on. Oh gosh. Na 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 na. Don't slow down, you're gonna crash. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Don't slow down, you're gonna crash. Yeah, I don't know how that really works. Don't slow down because you're going to crash. What's so like you're just accepting defeat? I checked the radio, we seem to have picked up some dodgy music channel again. Smooth operator. I'm skipping this. Yeah, look at the ice skating rink, all of the people skating around on there. I mean, I don't know why they're skating around 8, but they are. They're just loving life. And all of the houses as well. They just aren't bothered. What do these viewpoints do? I don't know how many viewpoints they have here. Like, this just looks awesome. Yeah, they're all wearing figure skates. I can't see anyone with hockey skates. Oh, wait, no, never mind, there is. There's a mix. What's my next video plan, Fetch, for the Christmas, now that the Christmas series is finished? Honestly, I was thinking about continuing uploading some like old vlogs from this channel onto that channel, because I did do that. And then I didn't do for like 2 years. So honestly, I might upload some like old content again. Vlogs that you guys probably have never seen. Because that is what the Fetchy Plus channel is kind of for, you know, vlogs, so I don't know. Well, I mean, they are vlogs that you can watch, but they're all probably buried underneath other, you know, other content, so I don't know. Isn't where I was intending to go, but, you know, nice bit of Christmassy things here. Why does that... Actually, that is what I think it is. We're not exact... I thought it was a cookie, but it isn't a cookie. It's food, though. Look at the Christmas tree! When does Winter Wonderland end? Well, the event ends on Sunday. That tree's massive. Well, some of them are massive. There's an even bigger one in the town centre, I think. And I'm glad, you know, I'm kind of glad that I am doing this at night time now, because you get to see all of the pretty lights. That's a hotel there. Nice statue there. What's over there? I don't even know what's over there. You know, like all of these shop windows. That's a nice road to drive down. Another hotel there. Hello, Bertie. Yes, tomorrow's British Railway stream is at 7:30. But look at this! Christmas market as well. Obviously, we checked all of that out in like another stream. You know, whatever was down there. I don't actually think it was really that much. This interests me though. Like, is this like a stage or something? Oh, it is a stage. Nice. We will continue down there a little bit later, but you know, let's just take a nice drive down here. You know, down one of these side roads. Like, that is just the perfect door. You know, obviously into the Christmas tree over there. You know, you just... How? There's like so many roads to explore. And most people just do the event, you know, not many people, you know, spend time to actually, you know, just go down here. Like, this isn't actually technically native in the game, like, you know, the World of Trucks made this. The team at World of Trucks made this section of the map. I know World of Trucks is technically partnered with SCS, but it's not actual SCS software people working for it. Even more lights over there, I mean... They've even got a reindeer. Like, in some of these stores. They're all decals, but... My god. Another skating rink! These people sure like skating. Another giant Christmas tree! It never ends! There's actually a tiny bit down there that I haven't actually discovered. Just purely because I think it just links up. Did it snow in my area? Yes, it snowed last night. Got a bit of Freed from Desire now. Right, next section. Honestly, the Christmas market is probably like one of my favorite places. Let's go down to... Yeah, let's go down there. This is quite nice. We get to go through the town square again, I guess, so that'll be good. These blue lights are quite nice. The name of that place is actually called Hotel Shotgun. What? You know, how's this trains, by the way? I could go in there for a second, but there's a nice tree there as well. Thing is, there's just so much to explore around here, it's crazy. I'm doing fine, thank you, and I hope you're doing well yourself. It's been snowing so much that, in fact, a lot of people a lot of people cannot or are struggling to get their cars drivable in the snow. We live in northern Poland. Ah, I see. Happy New Year to you too, Hazza, as well. Get some drifting going on. Probably not with the car. Another Christmas tree there and slight mini Christmas market. It's very festive. This hasn't been explored. Well, it has, but I don't think I've been down here. It's a large open space there. Probably where you would, you know, like sleep for the night or something, you know? Alright, see you, Jason. Thank you for coming onto the stream. You got no school tomorrow. That good or bad? Reese, that's inevitably gonna happen. Like, you know, like you saw how crazy people got over like 2.0 and then 2.1 and they were asking the same question, and then literally a week after 2.1 got released, people were questioning about 2.2. And then when 2.2 released, it was the same thing. A week later, people were questioning 2.3. Like, chill out. Actually enjoy the game a bit. I'll wait for them, because I'm not... Oh, they're turning anyway. Your rework... Oh wait, UK rework on ETS2 single player this year, I think? Yeah, I think so. Do I drive a car? I can, but legally no. Well, technically yes and no, because I have a provisional and I was test ready, but COVID obviously shut everything down, and then since then I haven't really gone back to driving lessons because my parents take me anywhere that I need to go. So, and I don't need, I don't have any need for a license right now, so it'll be a bit of a waste to spend a lot of money on driving lessons to then get a license and then not actually drive a car. Train! That's a station. What about when I get my own house? Well, there are other forms of, you know, transportation, and it's, you know, not a car. Walking, buses. I'd rather spend more to get a good house rather than a car. But at the moment, I don't earn enough money to even think about a house, so yeah. Thank you, the Xmas pilot guy, by the way. Please do not terminate. Hello, Joe Stevenson as well. But yeah, this is quite nice as well. I still remember the Q&A video where you were convinced everyone knew how to girlfriend with a thumbnail. Oh yeah, that thumbnail. Honestly, I was just testing around a little bit, you know, just seeing what the new AI feature was on Photoshop, and saw that, and honestly, I saw it and I was just like, that is oddly, like, that is strangely and oddly convincing and realistic, you know, like, believing. Like, it's scary how realistic AI can be. This isn't TMP, but there is a TMP version of Winter Wonderland. We are choosing to use single player because it's a lot easier and a lot smoother as well. Yeah, there was a lot of lag when we were on TMP when we did it a couple of weeks ago, I think. Can we have a look at the view thing as well? Yeah, severe lag if we use TMP. Well, I mean, we saw it a little bit on Saturday's stream, but yeah. Great Southern Station. I told you it was a train. Yes, we stream every day. What do we convoy instead? Normally I would, but for this one I'm just doing single player because I want to chill out. Do I plan on doing another Capital City convoy this year? I don't know if I'll do it this year. Maybe next year, but I don't know. Train! So is this a mod? No, it's native in the game if you have a World of Trucks connected profile. Choo choo. Honestly, I don't know why, but whenever I say choo choo, it reminds me to that scene in Hannah Montana, where oh, what's his name? Is it Oliver? Oliver obviously has a crush on Hannah Montana, and when they meet, Hannah Montana is chewing gum, and Oliver hates gum. And Hannah Montana's like, "Oh, I love to chew all the time, chew chew," and like did like a train on. I'm just like, why did you do that? Do I have to download anything? No, it's all in the game. Well, I mean, you have to download the game, obviously, but that's pretty much self-explanatory. Right, let's go up to this place, I think, now. Will I do an England watch-along to all the matches? What just happened there? Oh, come on. How do I make it snow? If you turn on rain probability, I'm pretty sure it snows. When you're in this part of the world, obviously, if you're in the normal one, it's normal rain. However, if you download the Frosty mod, then it does become snow. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a meat steak. That's what they say. They say meat steak. It's British Railway tomorrow as well, by the way. Are we going to see in Express, will I race every week? Yeah, that is essentially what happens if you get a full-time race, if you get a full-time seat. What part of the world am I in? I don't know at the moment. Christmas Island? I don't know. Probably like Lapland or the North Pole, I don't know. Anyway, about the World Cup watch-alongs. I don't know yet. I don't know. I want to, but I really don't know. The thing is that even though we've had a 100% record in the qualifiers, the actual tournament goes very differently. So I genuinely don't know. Also, one of the games is literally on my birthday as well, so I don't know. And yeah, it's in America as well, so I don't know if some of the times are a little bit, you know, going to be a little bit different. I mean, I'll stay up till 2 AM if that's when England are playing. Can I do another features gaming quiz? I don't know. I really don't know. The thing is that it's a bit tricky to come up with questions, you know, because sometimes the questions can literally be so easy, and sometimes, like, I can make questions, like, super hard. Like, who was world champion in 1977 or whatnot? Even I don't know the answer, so, like, I'll have to do my research, but putting that in like a pop quiz, I don't think anyone's gonna know, you know, anyone's gonna know that, unless, you know, hardcore F1 fans. Spa Hotel. They have a spa hotel here, do they? What got me into XRS in the beginning? Bigby, actually. Wait, no. That's wrong. What got me into league racing at the start was... well, technically it was myself, because I had my own league back in, like, 2022. And then Bigby told me about, KRL. That I joined that on F122 and into F123. And then as I was in KRL, I became an admin in KRL in, like, 6 months of being in the league, which, from being no one, a fresh face in, you know, in the server, they're becoming an admin. Oh, that was pretty special. And then obviously, then some stuff happened with the original, or with the owner and the other admins. So the other admins then made XRS, and obviously I got invited to it as well. But I didn't do it as a way of, you know, like, as like leaving my admin duties of the other league. I did it because I wanted to, like, better prove my driving skills. So I continued being an admin for both leagues, and actually became the head admin in KRL for the end of season 4 and season 5 as well, I think. And then I actually ended KRL because it was getting a little bit tough myself, you know. And the thing is, though, is that the owner of KRL was also kind of getting a bit fed up of it as well, and he was actually going to give me ownership of KRL. I'd only been in the league for like 2 and a bit seasons. And that was at the end of like season 6. Or season 5, I mean. It was crazy. But yeah. Obviously, you know, because I told him I don't really want to stay, really. He was fine with that, you know, he was cool with it. I think he was, you know, kind of the same as well. So yeah, all good things came to an end with that one, and yeah. I think KRL actually got deleted as well, because it doesn't appear on my server list anymore. So yeah, I think the league basically just got deleted. But yeah, that's when I then turned my full attention to XRS, and honestly, I'm happy at XRS. You know, I like my role there. I mean, KRO was fun, yes, but I don't know. There's just something about XRS that just makes it seem a bit more fun, you know. And yeah, I don't really want to manage like 2 leagues at the same time, you know. I kind of just want to be dedicated to like 1 league. So yeah. Anyway, where should we go now after we've done this thing? You know what? I think the list of things is actually down here. So we'll take a drive down here, and then we'll eventually go back to the normal world, I think. And depending on when we get there, might be when we end the stream. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a basic look around here. You know, there's a Christmas tree behind us. Wait, can we go down here? What is this song, by the way? I have no idea, but it's also by David Guetta. I don't know how you say it. David Guetta? David Guetta? I don't know. What's even up here? What is that? What even is that? You started watching The Traitors, you've been getting really hooked. Fine. I just don't really think it's something for me, to be honest. I mean, my parents and my sister think that it is something for me, but I don't know. It's just for me, you know, I just want to rest and, you know, just watch something that I actually enjoy watching, and I don't know if, like, always watching The Traitors, like, when that's on is really is really, like, my type of thing, you know. I just want to watch things that make me happy. And, you know, if that's a children's TV show, it's a children's TV show. Like, honestly, every time, like, every night, at the moment, before I go to bed, I'm watching an episode of Victorious. I'm not joking. I'm literally watching an episode of Victorious before I go to bed. And I don't care about it. I don't care. I'll proudly admit that. I might actually watch Sam and Cat, you know, tonight. Might rewatch that entire series, and then I might watch iCarly, and then probably repeat it, you know. I don't really watch new series because I just like watching my childhood ones, you know. I really do enjoy watching my childhood classic TV shows. iCarly is cringe though. It's cringe, but it's fun. I always like to imagine myself being Freddie Benson. You know, because he's techie, I'm techie. Well, I mean, the thing is that, oh, what's the character's name that plays Freddie Benson? Nathan Kress. He's not actually a tech guy himself. Well, he wasn't. And he knew nothing about video cameras, so when it came to him reading techie things, he was honestly just reading the script, and he didn't even know what it meant. You know, like when he was talking about the white balance, you know, carbon fiber tripod, he probably had no idea what any of that meant. You know, he was just told by the script to, you know, do it. And I think Nathan Kress actually admitted it, you know, in like a interview, that he had no idea what those words meant until he got, you know, a little bit more into the show and actually started to know what they, you know, what they meant. But honestly, you know, all three of them are perfect. Duck! Haven't seen you in ages, man. I mean, Sam and Cat is a bit cringe as well, to be fair. I don't know, it's just... It's not really as good as the other two, really. As like the two main series. And then having the spin-off with... I mean, was Cat Valentine and Sam Puckett really like main characters? I mean, I guess Sam Puckett was, but Cat Valentine, that was an oddly strange character. Like, I don't know if it was just Ariana Grande, you know, just wanted to, you know, revise the role as Cat Valentine in like a spin-off series, or, you know, if it was like, you know, because I don't think Victoria Justice, Daniela Monet, obviously Avon Jokia, you know, Matt Bennett, I don't even know if they even wanted to reprise their roles in like a spin-off series. So I don't know if it was like only Ariana Grande wanted to do it, so that was like the only choice that they had left. I don't know. Leon Thomas III as well, you know, his role as Andre. I honestly don't know. And how oddly weird is that we've literally got an Ariana Grande song right now? I have no idea. Hello, Chloe Charles, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello, Justin, as well. And sure, what's your question? Hello, Noah as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. My favourite musical genre, probably like pop, R&B, and rock as well. I do like a bit of rock. I remember every £100 donation I've got. Everyone from clocking back in like 2021 all the way to obviously, you know, the latest one. Thank God for you put rock there. Well, I mean, I used to literally drum rock music, so you know. Hello, Magic as well, by the way. Welcome to the stream. This is your sister's account. Oh, right, I get ya. Right, where is the... I think it's this road that we need to go down. Like, these houses are fantastic. You did Nirvana as well. Yes, I did. Smells like Teen Spirit. Let's go! I think that's actually on the playlist, but I don't know if we'll get to it today. I could like, honestly, I could never do the double bass drum in Smells Like Teen Spirit. I just could never get it down. Even though my drumming teacher literally gave me, you know, tips on how to do it, I could just never get it right. That house is fantastic. This honestly looks like one of the houses in my area. It's so nice. But hello, SWR as well. I'm doing fine, thank you, and I hope you're doing well yourself. Will I watch the Wales in match that qualifies in the FIFA World Cup? Honestly, I tend to focus on my own team, really. Because... I mean, in the Euros back in 2020, I did watch every match, but it was quite a long thing to do, and I don't really know if I want to do that again. Is that my house? What, the one that we just saw? Unfortunately not. I want it to be my my house, but I don't know. Roblox 800 will be, I think, 3 to 4 months away. What are we on right now? Because I actually don't know. But I think that does sound roughly right. $726. I don't think that works. Oh, Life's the Highway, what a song. Well, I mean, if there's 54 weeks in a year, we do roughly... But if we stick with our current schedule, that'll be 2 a week. So... actually, yeah, you're right, actually. Oh, that means it's going to be in the summer. Oh, no. I hope not. Unless I do go back to racing full-time in XRS, but I don't know if I want to do Game of My Choice streams, or if I should just do Roblox. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that if there is genuinely, like, if the 12-hour stream does land on a hot day, I just won't stream that day. I'll just delay the stream until when I can do it in my room. But even then, it's gonna be warm. Thing is that, like, I'm like you, like, I don't like doing streams just when I'm in my room, you know. I like streaming in my room, in my actual setup. If I have to do it on my laptop, then so be it. I'll do it on my laptop, but I don't know. I won't drive it all night long. Can I do an IRL stream? Thing is with IRL streams, I don't know about them because obviously, you know, I mean, I know I do vlogs, but do I really want to stream my personal life? I don't know. The thing is, I'm not an interesting person. With me, it's literally admin stuff, playing games, resting. That's literally all I do. I don't have an interesting life. Yeah, I mean, I have done a few, like, I don't know, but the thing is, as well, signal. That's another thing. I don't know if I don't know if I'll get good signals. I mean, I actually did one from Waddington a few, I think last year or something. I'm not too sure. Like, Life with Tom is the only good vlogger. I mean, Roman Atwood was quite good back in the day. I mean, he's kind of like gone away from that now, but he was pretty good back in the day. Casey Neistat, he was fantastic as well back in the day. I mean, Dan TDM made some good vlogs as well on his More TDM channel as well back in the day again. I don't really watch that Actually, I tell a lie. I do still watch vlogs when I can. Yeah, everyone just loved Roman Atwood. I don't really think Mr. Beast is a vlogger. He was 4 when we were watching. Oh no, now he's like grown up. Where even am I? I'm in Spain. How have I not picked up Valencia yet? Let's go there. I'll put this in the way money changed Mr. Beast. Yeah, to be fair, it did. Is this game available on PS5? I'm pretty sure it is coming to PS5. I don't know if it is available on PS5 yet, but I do know that they are making a PS5 version of the game. What was the video where you were at the cinema for over 3 hours watching? It wasn't 3 hours, it was like 8 hours. It was a Vlogmas in 2019. Honestly, that was so weird. Like, the thing is, right, the thing is, I didn't know that my college were planning to see it the next day. Because, you know, otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bothered going to the cinema, but I'll tell you what, it was an excellent going to the cinema, you know, for like 8 hours and watching Star Wars Episode 7, then 8, and then 9 at midnight when it came out. And honestly, going to bed at 3 AM was just a no. Like, that is the longest I've willingly stayed up until like 3 AM. Yeah, honestly, that was mad. The thing is that the other two Star Wars, like, honestly, Star Wars Episode 7 was alright. It wasn't the best Star Wars movie, but it wasn't that bad. Episode 8 was awful. It was absolutely... I don't even think there's a word that describes how bad that movie was. Like, it was not good. Like, fair play. They brought back, you know, Mark Hamill as, you know, as Luke Skywalker, but it just didn't pop off. But Episode 9, that was actually like the last decent Star Wars movie. Like, they actually did turn that around for the finale, to be fair. It still wasn't great, but it was like heading in the right direction. It was just a shame that it was like the final one. But then the Kenobi series, you know, that was Disney and that was alright. Apparently, oh, what's it? Why do I keep forgetting the actors' names? The guy playing Obi-Wan Kenobi, what's his name? Ewan McGregor. He actually got scared in real life when he first met Hayden Christensen in the Darth Vader outfit. Like, he genuinely was shocked. Because he'd never actually faced Darth Vader. Or he actually never faced Anakin in Darth Vader outfit, obviously. So, you know, I can understand that. But, you know, like, as an actor's perspective, like, he genuinely was shocked. Like, in the first take that they did, he literally turned around and literally cursed. Like, he literally screamed. Obviously, they had to reshoot that, but, you know, he was genuinely shocked about it, and I was just like, oh, come on, really? Oh, I thought this was a... Oh, this is an agency. Never mind. Well, this also works. They understand. They talk. They talk to me. Stay centered, thank you. But yeah, I don't know why, but life just felt so much easier like pre-pandemic. Like after the pandemic, it's just... I think it's changed everyone's views on lives, you know? Like, I hate to say it, but like pre-pandemic, my life was actually going pretty great, to be fair. Yes, some of it a bit weird than others, but you know, I was in college, you know, I at the time had a good relationship going, I'd say, obviously, you know, we all know how that went. Um, you know, I had basically a clear path of where I wanted to go in life. Then lockdown happened, and it was just, what do I do now? And honestly, that's when I just started to, you know, just focus on YouTube and just seeing if I could take this anywhere. And obviously, you know, it did. You know, like before lockdown, I was sitting on, it was like 2,000 something, maybe getting closer to 3,000. And then I think it was like in 2021, like I went from, I think it was like 3,000 to like 7,000. And like, that's when I knew I actually had something going on here. And then obviously in 2023 or 2022, sorry, I think is when I hit my first 10,000 subscribers, and then obviously it continued growing in 2023, and then obviously last year 2024 I became you know, I got 20,000. And yeah, it just, you know, it kind of all, you know, just came together, you know. Why didn't I become a truck driver? I was passionate about it. Well, the thing is that I did, but the thing is, there's a difference between simulation and real life. Like, I did genuinely want to become a truck driver. Like, I did have a passion for it, but the thing is that, like, spending long hours in a game driving as opposed to doing it in real life, like, there's a huge difference in that. And I don't know if I really wanted to be someone like that literally spend every single day in a truck. Like, you know, I just don't know if I would have liked that. And I think honestly, like, although like it seems strange, like, you know, because obviously I'm an introvert, but I genuinely had a good thing going when I was volunteering at ASDA. And you know, that like that looked like it could have been going somewhere, like if I continued with that. You know, potentially getting, you know, like a full-time job at Asda or something. But yeah, it's just weird. And reversing a truck with the trailer is challenging in real life. Right, I do have a funny story about that. When I did a truck driving experience, and where I had to drive a real truck with a trailer, and when it came to the reversing, I mean, it was on level terrain, like there wasn't any turns or anything, but like, you know, there were like dips in the road, so like I did have to like steer. I kept the truck completely still in the middle, completely straight. You know, I didn't move offline at all. I kept it dead straight, and this was the first time I controlled a truck in real life. And I think it was even the instructor like complimented me on that and said, people have been driving for 20 years and still can't keep it in a straight line. 20 years! That was older than what I was at the time. I don't know. Well, it wasn't parking, it was just reversing it. But, you know, there's a difference between parking, like, there's a difference between reversing it in a straight line and then obviously reversing it, you know, with, you know, and putting it into like a bay or anything, you know. But yeah, I just don't know if I want to go into a full-time trucking, you know, journey. The thing is that there's a lot of theory involved, and I don't like theory. You know, to start off, you need your full license. I don't have that yet, okay? And then you actually need to have a second license in order, you know, if you want to put anything. So that's another thing. And then you have to take and then you have to take a HGV license, which is another thing that you have to study for. And then obviously when you get into the HGV trucking industry, there are other things that you can apply for. So, you know, explosives, dynamite, you know, all of that, you know, flammable loads, everything like that. Each one of those you have to take a test for. You know, it's not it's not you just jump into a cab and away you go. You know, there are other things that you have to do. And I don't know it. I don't know if I want to go through all of that theory, you know, to be honest. But yeah, you know, it's like bus driving. I just don't want to interact with people, like, which is why truck driving does make sense, because, you know, you're alone. You know, that does sound perfect to me, but I don't know. The thing is, though, is that, like, obviously, you know, as weird as it sounds, and I'll be honest in saying this, you know, if I eventually, you know, get, you know, a relationship, you know, get a girlfriend, you know, I want to spend time with them. If I'm just out trucking, you know, 5 nights a week or whatnot, you know, if I'm what Eddie Stobart people call a tramper, you know, where I spend every day of every night in my truck, you know, for 5 days until the weekends, and I only have 2 days to spend with them, that's not enough, to be honest. And I know there's, you know, day tripping as well. You know, there's like you know, a day driver. You know, that's still, you know, just like part of the evening with them, you know. The ideal situation is obviously to work from home. You know, both of us, if we both have like a similar career or anything, you know, or working in the same area if we do have similar interests. You know, that's the dream scenario. I'm not saying it will be like that, but yeah. Train driving is very isolated as well. That would be perfect for you. I know, but I don't know. It's just like you've seen how I, you know, like how I drive on, like, you know, train sim and everything. And the thing is, I have the HUD enabled, and I know when you do drive a train, you know, every day you get to learn the stops. You know, I'm sure mistakes that happen, you know, happen anyway, you know, of minor things, you know, but I don't think I would deal with that responsibility, you know. Like, one of the routes that I've seen is like Doncaster to King's Cross. You know, that journey takes like 4 hours in real life. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. The thing is, with all of these jobs, and it's the same case with every job, you know, there's not going to be one job, apart from, you know, maybe like a self-employed job, you know, like YouTube, where there is a lot of theory involved. Like, even with YouTube, there's theory involved, right? You know, there's scripting videos, there's obviously replying to comments. I mean, I know that's not exactly theory, but you know what I mean? You know, it's kind of like that thing. Planning, you know, that's all theory. And then obviously, you know, you have the admin things to do as well, you know, like being a self-employed person, you know, you got to do, you know, emails, tax returns, you know, all of that. It's not as easy as it seems, you know. When you're watching a YouTuber, it looks all fun and games, but honestly, that's literally 20% of our job. Like, it's not as glamorous as you may seem. Like, I think that's what I realized when I came into YouTube. You know, it's not just you get to spend every day playing games. Like I said, 20% of my work is playing games. The other 80% is, you know, the boring admin stuff and, you know, making of, you know, the thumbnails, you know, planning, all of that, uploading videos. It's not fun and games. And it's the same with every job, you know, and every, like, public influencer you see, you know, like singers, they have it even harder if you think about it, you know, because although all you hear is their music and, you know, their things, you know, behind the scenes, you know, they're doing PR stuff, you know, they're planning tours if they want to go on tour, you know, they're in, well, if you know, take Ariana Grande, for example, you know, she's been in a lot of, you know, movies, you know, she's been in Wicked, I think she did like an SNL thing, and I think she's even doing a tour in New York in literally a couple of days, so, you know, like, she's really, you know, I don't know how some of these artists do it. You know, obviously Taylor Swift, you know, a couple of years ago or last year, whenever it was, you know, she was on tour all the time, and you know, they like visit many cities like just in a matter of days. Like the logistical planning behind that, you know, although all you hear is the concert, you know, they are working tirelessly behind the scenes, you know, to make that thing happen. And you know, doing all the songwriting for the songs, you know, like that's what baffles me. Like, I don't know how artists literally go into a song with a blank page and literally make something unique and their own. You know, like writing lyrics is good, but like how do you then come up with a melody of that? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like if you had a brief sample, then you know you can maybe try and weave something into that. But like, where do they come up with like the emotions and like the language that they use to convey and like the message of the song itself? You know, how do they do that? That, you know, that's really what baffles me. You know, yeah, I know they have a team of people, you know, to compose the songs and help them with the songwriting process, but ultimately it's their choice. You know, so I don't know. And I actually read somewhere that celebrities basically minds essentially die when they become famous because, and it actually makes sense in a way because, you know, when you get to that fame, as you say, then you have a team of people working for you. You know, you got an agent, you're PR trained. You basically then don't have to, you're not developing anything. You know, you've got someone probably doing your taxes, you know, doing everything like that. All you focus on is literally your career, you know, singers. And, you know, it does make sense in a way. You know, your brains do essentially die. And I think there was someone who literally got rid of their team essentially so they could still develop even though they're famous. You know, they wanted to develop those skills, you know, because you know, say if something happens and all of that falls apart, then they basically have to reteach themselves to do those things. But, you know, they wanted to learn and, you know, how to do it whilst they're still in the job. And honestly, I do admire that. You know, it's a burden to take on, yes, and you know, probably means that they have less time to focus on their career. But I respect that they are trying to still improve themselves. Anyway, I've been literally rambling on for like 20 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. But anyway, if you did enjoy the stream and you obviously want to see more, obviously then make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe. I don't know what we're going to do next week because obviously with the Winter Wonderland thing coming to an end, I really don't know what we'll do. We'll probably try and do more of like the 100% things if we can, you know, doing some, you know, all of that. But yeah, honestly, I do like these, you know, nice talks, you know, just you giving me some things in chat and then I just chat about it basically. But yeah, and I'll see you guys obviously in the next video or stream. Obviously tomorrow will be a British Railway stream. Wednesday obviously either Game of My Choice or XRS. Thursday will be Roblox, Minecraft. Wait. Thursday will be Roblox. Friday will be Minecraft if I have something planned. Saturday SCR, Roblox, Sunday. The SCR stream I don't know on the time because there is a game scheduled, but I don't know if I'll be going to it. The last game was kind of like a one-off because it was a game that I really wanted to go to, but I don't know if I'll go to the one on Saturday. So at the moment it'll probably be scheduled for 7:30, but it probably won't be 7:30 when it comes out. It'll probably most likely be or it'll probably most likely be 2:30, but obviously I'll schedule it for 7:30. and then I'll just stream it at 2:30 if I don't go to the game, basically. But yeah, that's the plan for the next. That's the schedule for the rest of the week, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out. And as always, stay fetchy.